Hey guys, so today I'm gonna quickly show you how to grow your own potatoes at home. So these are some potatoes I grew from store-bought potatoes, store-bought rosette potatoes that I had in my kitchen that started to grow eyes and little roots and things like that. And I decided to give them a chance and try to grow them in some containers and also in this large Rubbermaid storage container. Okay, I was talking in the video, but bugs started to fly up my nose and it was starting to get irritating, so I stopped talking. So today my kids actually helped me dump this bag, not this bag, I mean this storage container, and get out the potatoes because I wanted to see how the potato plants would do in a larger container compared to a small fabric type container. Okay, so today I did what I like to call a potato dump. I'm not sure what anybody else calls it, but you basically dump the container that you're growing your potato in. If you're growing them directly in the ground, you wouldn't be doing this. You'll probably use like a shovel or use your hands to go through the ground, the dirt, to get your potatoes out. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to see what the difference was going to be for me to grow them in this huge container and to grow them in a small storage container, okay, or a small fabric container. So I did notice two things. When they grow in a big container like this, the potatoes do get larger, but I didn't get as many potatoes as I thought I would get. Okay, but then when they're grown in a smaller container, I got a lot of potatoes that were more on the medium size. Okay, so yeah, those are the two things I noticed. And yeah, and that's about it. So I really enjoyed getting the rest of my potatoes out. It was really nice trying this out for the first time in the States. I'm still getting used to growing food and gardening in in the United States. You have a lot of challenges here. I'm from South America. We don't have snow. We don't have freezing temperatures and all these things that go on. Like you can pretty much grow food year round back home. So it is a little bit of a challenge, but hey, I was able to grow potatoes. Okay, I also had my girls help dump some containers, which these are the potatoes that came out of there, so they were a decent size. So this is how you grow your own potatoes. So these are the potatoes that I had in my kitchen that were in a plastic bag. These are rosette potatoes, and they started to grow these purple, like root looking eye things. I know it looks kind of gross up close, and it might make you a little itchy. I know some people got itchy looking at the pictures on Instagram, but I actually originally put these in a different raised bed, but I realized they were too close together. So I decided to go ahead and buy these storage bins or storage containers from the dollar store. They're like a fabric cardboard material, and I used one bag per potato. So I had about 9 plants, okay? And what you're going to need is about 4 inches of good soil. Make sure the soil is a mixture of cow manure or any kind of manure or compost that you have, plant food, fertilizer, depending on what you like. You can use organic, you can use commercial. It all depends on what you like. I usually use organic type plant foods and fertilizers and things like that, and a lot of eggshells. I save my eggshells and mix it in with the soil. So you want 4 inches of soil underneath the potato and about 3 inches on top of the potato. So underneath 4 inches, 2 to 3 inches on top of the potato. I did not put any drain holes in these storage bags because water just kind of seep through them, so I didn't need to do that. So after about 2 to 3 weeks, it should look like this. You will see the first signs of life. Okay, the potatoes will make their appearance. You'll see little green things on the top, and that's okay. Leave it alone. You want your potato plant to get up to 6 inches tall. Once it has gotten up to 6 inches tall, if you notice the sides of the bag is only about halfway full, you're gonna add 4 inches of soil. So every time your plant goes up to 6 inches, you add 4 inches of soil mixed in with plant food or fertilizer or eggshells. All right. So I added up soil all the way to the edge of the container, and this is the extra large container if I am not mistaken. Okay, to the point where I couldn't really add to the edge anymore. I started mounding it up almost like a volcano style around the base of the potato plant, because potatoes grow up the plant. They grow on the sides and stuff like that. It's very important that you water the soil. You don't want the soil to be super, super dry. Okay, you want to water your soil. Check your soil. If you stick your finger in and the first inch of the soil is dry, that means you need to water your potato plants. You also don't want to overdo it with the water. Okay, so make sure you check that. So my soil was a mixture of high quality topsoil mixed with manure, eggshells, organic plant food, and lots of earthworm castings. You can buy a lot of these items online. You can also buy them at your local hardware store or Wally World, wherever they sell, products, items for gardening and stuff like that. Okay, so choose what works best for you. If you notice, I also have earthworms in my soil. They're very important. Even in my containers, I had earthworms. I put them in there on purpose because they pretty much make the soil better. A nice fat earthworm lets me know my soil's good. All right, so yeah, remember 4 inches on the bottom, 4 inches of soil. You put your potato right on top of that, put about 2 to 3 inches of soil on top of that potato. When your plant grows up to 6 inches, add about 4 inches of soil mixed in with plant food or fertilizer or whatever it is that you plan on using, and you keep on adding it. I actually added soil 2.5 times. So 4 inches 2 times, and then the last time I did I want to say 2 to 3 inches. Okay, and then I pretty much left the plant alone until it grew up to about 11 to 12 inches. Once I noticed the leaves starting to yellow, they flowered first and then they yellowed. That's when I knew it was time to harvest the potatoes. I'm sure some of you will ask me, how did the dollar store storage bags hold up? Well, I had a feeling they weren't going to last. They're from the dollar store. They're made out of a very thin fabric and cardboard, and I really just needed them to last this growing season, and that's what they did. Harvesting potatoes out of them was super easy because I just ripped them open, or I dumped them over and ripped them open. So that was very easy. But I do plan on getting grow bags for next season and making more raised beds. All right, so I hope you guys found the video helpful. Hope it showed you how exactly I did this, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Love you guys. Bye.